Just a
Hello.
warning with this.
Go ahead.
Just a warning. There's going to be profanity.
Probably. So hide your kids, hide your wife, because she's cussing all up in here. I'm just saying. I didn't just use like
Just
a
a warning.
10-year-old. Hold on. I have to turn on this. I have the live thing playing on the side, and I forgot to turn off the volume. So there we go. That's fixed. All right. All right. All right. We're good. We're good. Go ahead. Oh,
It was repeating a lot. Like there was a lot of overlapping while you were talking, so I didn't get any of that.
Oh, did you turn off the volume on the video that you're watching?
Oh,
Yeah.
bruh. Wow, that was
So,
stupid. Okay.
for those of you who are watching after this, which is going to be most of you watching this, Kale changed her hair since the last video that we did 2.5 days ago. So, yeah, that happened.
Mhm.
I told her she got depressed because she found out her true type and she took it out on her hair.
I mean, I really do have the Billy Joe Holiday hair right now.
A little bit.
So,
But I like it.
thanks. I like it too.
Yeah. For some reason, I'm not able to pull up the chat that's going on. Is yours showing the chat on your side?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, you're gonna man the chat then. I'm just gonna close it because it's not working.
What am I
Guys,
doing?
you're gonna man the chat, so just watch the chat, and if there's questions, let me know because I don't see them.
Okay.
Okay, so guys, welcome. Today, Kale and I, my sister, are going to talk about how we have mistyped her for literally the last 2 years. I think we actually had her type officially, like in this time of year. Like we were visiting each other for Christmas time that year, and that's when we like had her take the test, and we were like, man, this makes so much sense that you're an INFP. So we just went on believing it and just telling ourselves and kind of like in a way forcing it to be true, even though there were some inconsistencies that we were both noticing, but just kind of like, oh, she's an Aries, so that's why she's that way. But it is not just her Ariesness, though that does play a little role, because she definitely is bullheaded.
Put it gently.
To put it gently. So those of you who are watching may have seen our conversation on Saturday, in which a couple of you brought up the idea that she might be an ISFP, and we have both spent a lot of time thinking about it since that day. And that's what we're going to discuss right now. So, is there anything you want to start off telling them? Okay, well, I think that through our discussion on Saturday, we realized that you are, in fact, an extroverted sensor because you are actually in the moment. Like you were even describing how you are at work, and you explained that you are pretty darn attuned with what's going on. And we talked a little bit about just before we made this video like a couple hours ago, we talked about how if you are indeed FISENITE, then you would go through loops between FI and NI. So in the past, I tried to bring it up. I was like, hey, does this concept resonate with you? Like, do you find yourself reminiscing about things that have happened to you in the past and how they relate to your FI, your feelings, your judgments on these things? And she was like, no. You want to talk a little bit more about how you reacted to that? Do you remember?
I don't remember. I remember having that conversation with you, but I don't remember like how I reacted. That was so long ago now.
So long ago, which was probably like 2 weeks ago. I love that. Okay. But then we were talking about if you are ISFP, you would have introverted feeling and introverted intuition loops, which would be you're looking and seeing the connections and the general trends of what's going on and thinking about how you feel about them and if they're right or wrong. And that seemed to make more sense to you. Do you want to like maybe give us any example of how this might happen or some stuff like that?
Well, just people's behavior and stuff and how they respond to certain situations, things like that. Like you can tell a lot about like a pattern in somebody by the way that they behave to certain things. And I pick up on that really easily.
So, are there any examples of people where you have picked up the patterns from them pretty quickly?
Hold on. Hello. Hi.
Oh, hey,
Yeah, mom's home. I'm chatting with Michelle. Hi there. Let me turn this up a little bit so I can hear you. Say that again.
Are there any examples of like when you've seen these kind of interactions or like these kind of patterns with people that you know in real life?
2 shakes. Let me switch locations right now.
Okay, fair. Hang tight with us. And if you're watching, happy holidays. I know it's Christmas Eve. Some of you may or may not celebrate Christmas, but if you do, Merry Christmas Eve. You're having a wonderful night. Um, and if you don't celebrate Christmas, well then, hello to you and welcome to this Monday night chat.
Thank you.
And apparently, I'm finding out there is no live comment section. I don't know what happened. I did everything pretty much the same, but then it like gave me like some new alerts, and I was like, oh, okay, they just changed things. Apparently, maybe I just did something weird because the event that I originally created was there, but we weren't in that. We were in like a new one, which didn't really make any sense. So I'm not really sure what YouTube has done to me tonight, but you guys can still comment on the video down below, and I will like try to keep up with it if I see them. Maybe it wasn't enabled. Maybe I can figure out how to do that while she's doing that. Or we could, I don't want to stop it and restart it. I bet if I just go in here to the settings, I can fix it.
Oh, what?
Oh, I was just telling people what's going on, like with the chat, and we're trying to figure it out. And
Oh, yeah.
Advanced. I don't understand why the live chat isn't available. We could. I don't even see an option to like change it on the settings. We could always like end this one and restart it so that there's like the ability to comment, because that's kind of like one of the best things about live. Do you want to do that real fast?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll probably just completely unlist this one, guys, and we'll just start over. We'll be back.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, we'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
Yes.
Thanks for coming, and we'll be right back.